This is Paula Huston. Welcome back to the ongoing discussion of Lent here at Patheos. Today I'd like to talk about the term humility. And this is a word that in our time has taken on a negative connotation. We tend to associate humility with being a doormat, with being a person who never expresses an honest opinion, a person who hangs back and refuses to compete in this hyper competitive culture of ours. In other words, a person who is easy to overlook. And that's not a good thing in the kind of society in which we live. However, humility was always considered to be one of the most important of the virtues, and especially in terms of maintaining spiritual health. So, what is humility? What's real humility? I really like the definition given by Sister Mary Margaret Funk, which is that humility is the ability to see ourselves as neither too high nor too low, to see ourselves, in other words, as we are. How difficult is that? Unfortunately, quite difficult. For most of the time, we walk around in a state of illusion. On the one hand, we often think that we are far more important to the workings of the world than we really are. We think of ourselves as indispensable, and that our needs and our desires take first billing in our own heads. On the other side, we can err by believing that we are worth nothing, and we can wallow in self-hatred and self-denigration. We can walk around under a load of shame for all the things we haven't accomplished in this very competitive place in which we live. So the trick is to somehow find our footing in reality. And I'd like you to think about that for tonight, and we'll come back to this discussion tomorrow morning. And thanks for being with me today.